Donkey Oblivion.
Well, if Donkey, we're just
If Donkey.
we're just gonna not finish it because, yeah, we're just not gonna induce that type of things. So I guess we are on.
We are
Oh,
live
Rod.
on stream and getting ready. When you are ready, you can give us a countdown and start your Donkey Kong Country all stages run.
Yeah.
Woo.
So I'm just gonna show off this trick, and then we're just gonna proceed to send Donkey into the minecart. Okay, we're gonna restart. So this is Donkey Kong Country 1. This is a code shenanigans that we're gonna show off, I guess. I have Gooby here that's gonna help me out a little bit.
What's up?
So,
I'll be here for DKC2 also.
yay!
Yay!
Remember against PB, I guess. I'm just gonna roll my own timer as well off stream because I need to highlight this. So, okay, we're going to go through all the stages, but not conventional way for some. We're gonna try.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of very hard, neat tricks to get through some of the levels in this game.
Yeah,
So
some good one-framers that can possibly make in the future this game be a 31-minute run. But then you need to be a robot. So, but we're not that good. So I'm gonna give the countdown. Otherwise, we're gonna be behind schedule, and deadline's gonna kill me. And and apparently my microphone is slow, so I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit beforehand. Go to 150, Infinity and Beyond. Okay, I just put my microphone on 150, so we should be fine.
alright.
So, I'm gonna give the countdown. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh yes. So
So,
the first thing kalarse is gonna do is he's going to get rid of Donkey Kong, because the motto of this game is if you're Donkey, you're dead, because he's so much slower than Diddy.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna still need him for some stages, but not
Right.
right now. We need,
He could be used for some tricks and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that gap you can clear with Diddy by rolling somehow. And every time I finish a stage, I'm gonna mash the face buttons because that kills the fanfare animation. And Japanese and Virtual Console version, that was fixed, and you lose over 1 minute in all stages run. So reasons,
Just Donkey reasons.
yeah.
It's interesting though, because in Donkey Kong Country 2, using Virtual Console is faster compared to SNES.
Yeah, but not this case. Well, actually, you can use an injected version, but anyways, all top times are under console, so no reason
Right.
to. So there's
There's a lot of... Oh yeah, you go on.
no, that on one chew I just went through a bonus because it's actually faster to go to the bonus and fail it rather than. Okay, and here I'm okay. I didn't die. Then actually going through the stage.
Nice.
There I tried to do extendo that actually does not save any time, but I do it for the lols. Kinda my signature.
What we mean by the extendos is in this game, it's a little bit different from the other Donkey Kong Country games in that you can just keep rolling. When you keep rolling through enemies, you just kind of stay in your air a little bit, and it's just really cool to see.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna see it not on this next stage because this is a water level. We're gonna be introduced by Engward, the swordfish, but on the next stage, you're gonna be shown a cool extendo. So
Love the extendos. They're so cool to see.
yeah.
They're really fun to do too.
Agreed. So say hi to Eduardo the fish that we just took damage. Okay, I'm gonna take this slow because this never happened before.
There's always one, right?
Yeah, I never.
There we go.
Not gonna lie, that's the first time I took ever damage there. Like usually you took damage when you tried to plunge through that croctopus, but never before. So that was actually weird.
Glad you recovered from it though.
Yeah. Eduardo is a good fish. he returns to us. So.
Exclamation mark, that's never happened before.
There's always a first time. So this stage we're gonna use these pretty barrels that apparently the developers thought this was a hard level. So they had barrels on the top and you skip everything.
Hardest level.
Okay, well. There you go, extendos.
There you go, that was a perfect example of an extendo. You can't do that in the other DKC games. It's a one exclusive one. There's a few tricks exclusive to DKC 1.
That damage was weird. I pressed Y, but apparently it did not register my second roll.
Yeah, that is weird. You'll get another con though at the fight, so...
So we're gonna give Donkey a bit of light. We're gonna let him shine.
I mean, the game does have his name in it, so... Gotta give him some love.
Yeah. 404 Ward 1. That's way too bad, but I guess Croctopus, no, Aquatic did a trick. Okay. I bailed out of that extendo. I did not feel comfortable with setup. But there you can do extendo, you can roll so fast that you can actually clear the vulture by getting a second roll. So this is Winky. Unfortunately, we are not gonna see Winky, but it's a fun stage.
Also, hardest stage coming up, Minecart Carnage.
Yep. I just jumped into Oblivion because, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, it's relatable. And then, I have to jump over one guy, that was pretty tough.
Yeah, that guy that control you. Okay, Bouncy, arguably from the early game was the hardest stage. Because, first of all, there you see the midpoint. It's way out of reach. We are not gonna grab it. So, basically, if we die here, it's just a good amount of time loss.
It's a weirdish level to optimize because there's all these tires going around and just a lot of enemies in your way. Yeah.
I'm taking this safe. You can just do a combination of tire rolls and some gaps, but I'm not on a level and confidence to just YOLO it yet. So
that's very understandable. These are tough runs, so taking safety strats is definitely like, there's no shame in doing that.
And now we just went to the left because the warp barrel is on the left, and these guys, the rocks, you can actually roll through them without taking damage. So, broken game.
Fix the game, Rareware. There's still time. Release a new patch.
Okay, so now... Okay.
He's gonna be going for a trick here.
So, Donkey was sent upwards, so the next time Donkey jumps on an enemy, being that the first action, he's gonna jump super high, and there's a warp barrel there that we can only access with Donkey, so... Which saves a lot of time, because otherwise we need to get a Tyro and do the Tyro over gap, which is a pain. Okay, and this fight is actually one of rare instances that we actually won't have Donkey on the front, because the next level there is a combination of two weird things. First, a Donkey only warp, and second of all, it's a timer based one. So basically we need to have Donkey on front for the shenanigans to happen.
Yeah, pretty much whenever Donkey's in front, it's when you're going for some kind of trick with him.
So, this warp that I'm gonna get in, if you're dead in front and you have Donkey on the back, it's not gonna show up. But then, if you switch back to Donkey, it appears. It's so weird. And okay, I'm taking this safety because I messed up the movement.
Happens. Yeah, that timer is so weird. I don't know why they have it only Donkey and only on a timer, but for whatever reason, that's why that warp barrel. That's how it just works.
Yeah, and also this game is just fuck. Okay, I got to I messed up the jump, so I have to redo the stage because
Happens.
there's a tire on top. That now I got it. That is
There you
so
go,
weird.
nice.
That's so weird to get it. Like, okay, but don't
It's a
worry.
weird game.
Yeah,
This game's got a lot of very interesting quirks to it.
yeah, and also it's like being the first on the series. Usually on Donkey 2 and 3, the word barrows are always in words 1 and 2, but in this one they are like spread away. So,
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like in Donkeys 2 and 3, they're more used to like, if you played this game, you could skip the tutorial levels. Nice. That's pretty tough to do.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So now that we have time,
Look at this level you could be playing.
yeah. Now that we have time, we're gonna explain super jumps. So what happens is that when you get hit, but you need to have both Kongs. That's one. But when you get hit, sometimes the monkey goes straight upwards, like getting a really super jump. So what happens that when you get the monkey back and the first action that Kong does is jumping over an enemy, it gets to this weird state that jumps really high. So that makes skipping Forest Frenzy possible, because otherwise you need to go through the rope section that's low as hell and not fun. And here on
Also, shoutouts to this raid going on in chat.
Shutouts. So
Yeah.
so here I'm gonna. The optimal strat for this stage is doing extendos all the way there, but again, I'm not comfortable with those yet. So grabbing the ostrich, Espresso here, my boy, is gonna help us.
Oh yes.
So we're gonna just press Y and keep running, and making sure we just press enough time B in order to make those really long gaps. Okay, here I jump. And we'll be reaching up map warp. So I guess I could be entering that stage, but no, we're not. But this is how stages, Kalarse. What you need to play that stage? Well, somehow the corners have properties that if you press in the one frame, you get sent to a level. And I got first try. God damn it.
Oh nice, there it is.
So basically, when you hit one of the face buttons in one of the corners that are only available on World 1, you get sent to a stage. There are 3 corners in World 1 that send you to O-Gang. The one that I hit is the fastest one. There is one corner though that sends you to the end of 1-2. That is the same corner that is the corner before the one that we hit. So sometimes we just start mashing too early and we got unlucky and sent to World 1 again.
Yeah, that is only a DKC 1 trick. That's not in the other DKC games.
Ah! Also, shouts to the fish.
Shoutouts to Unguard.
Being on guard. But trust me, this is not the worst we're gonna see from him today. On DKC 2 is worse.
The animal buddies in Donkey Kong Country games are known for having very strange hurt boxes.
But on DKC 2 are basically the worst.
Oh yeah, when we get to Rattle Battle in DKC 2, it's notoriously bad.
Objectively the worst. So
objectively.
But still it's objectively less. So here you see that I swapped to Donkey. It's not mainly because it's faster, it's just because this fight, since Donkey is higher, it makes this fight easier for me at least. At least for a beginner level, you can hit the B way beforehand. As you see there, I'm trying to... The actual Optimus strat, you hit with Diddy and you have like a turnaround. And I just got hit, nice. So, don't worry, we're fine, we're fine.
Happens, yeah.
Okay, okay. We're fine. Not worry about that. And actually, the bee confused me because it went to a way that I was not expecting. So we could have killed regardless. So unfortunately this makes that I won't be able to do this six frames Joe Snow roll. That's actually a meme, so it doesn't say anything. But
there's a lot of crazy memes in the DKC community.
yeah, agreed. Actually, we named that row for someone that actually did not find the roll, so go figure. So
just DKC things.
yeah, okay, that's a barrel boost. Actually, if you grab a barrel and jump over a slope, it gives you an insane amount of speed somehow. And again I'm switching to donkey. Still not faster, but makes reaching this lower barrel faster or easier for me. And since I'm not being able to go for the skip next level because there is another donkey only barrel, but there is a hidden ceiling on Slip Slide Ride that you can actually get to there with Diddy and get the warp, and it's faster, but unfortunately not. But now we need to bait the Kremlin, grab some things, and there we go.
Can we get a debated in chat for baiting that Kremlin? He got debated.
Yeah, we were offering some bananas and he got debated. Okay.
Here, Kremlin, just have a nice banana. No one will expect it.
Okay, so now on this next stage, things are gonna get wonky because the optimal strat is using the ostrich, but I'm not gonna go for that. Okay, I'm gonna take a death.
Oh.
No, actually the damage was intentional, but I need to take the death because I wanted Diddy to have the super jump state, but that did not happen somehow. Okay, now he did. He just went running, and I did not want that. So, and basically this is about. I don't remember DILs, but this is arguably way slower. But it is what it is.
It's still a very cool trick. It's got some weird quirks to it too. Sometimes, like, you'll just grab the ropes if you don't do it right. So
yeah,
looks like kalarse did it perfectly though.
Yeah, for the ropes, actually, if you don't stay on ground before getting the actual super jump, you grab the rope. But if you go high enough, you won't grab the ropes anymore. Like otherwise, I would have grabbed like 20 ropes. And actually, there is now a new super jump row that actually you have to wiggle a lot, otherwise you grab the ropes immediately. But we're not gonna go for that because it's way too difficult. So, if we have any donations, please read it now, because we have a 2.5-minute intermission.
Stand by, we'll be back to regular DKC soon.
That sounds good. We do have a couple of bid wars that, for anybody who just joined us in that raid, we do have a couple of bid wars still open that you can donate towards. One is for the Grand Stream Saga speedrun, as far as it just says which girl. The other is for Mario Kart 64, choosing which character we're going to play as. Yoshi has a pretty big lead in that still, but if you want to swing that for Toad or Peach, you can donate to that. All the donations also count, obviously, towards our overall total for the marathon. And if we can raise $325, the next bonus run we will unlock is Wii Sports Resort, which will be late this afternoon. And all the money that we are raising is going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And you can find out more about that organization or find your local chapter at afsp.org.
Nice. So, I almost got scared because I almost got hit by the squid. So it was fun. But yeah, this is a long 2.5 minutes. We could actually call this an auto-scroller. It's not, but since it's too long, it's the longest stage of the game, so we can just consider it a auto-scroller. But also, it's noticeably the only water level we don't grab in Guard. mainly for two things. One is not on our way, and second of all, actually, I used to do the stage with Guard, and if you grab the fish, it lags noticeably the overall. So we're gonna see like a narrow path on the left side now. That's where Guard is. Nah. It takes a, and actually there is like a bunch of things in between as well, so it's not worth the time loss and the lag it creates. Finally.
There we go. Best level.
Yep. And now we are not gonna see anything because if we grab Squawks, it lags the hell out of the game. Okay, that was not the damage I wanted to take. We are fine though. Donkey have this.
Yeah, normally how you're supposed to do this level is that you grab a bird called Squawks and he will have like a little flashlight behind him and then you'll like show only a bit of the level. But yeah, like Kalarse said, it's slower to do it.
Yeah, it's just because of the lag it creates. And now I just took damage twice, which is weird. I just wanted to do it's not a damage boost. That enemy you cannot kill by jumping over the enemy with this, so you just do a back boost. But apparently I was way to the left, so this is Rope Breach Rumble. There is a super jump row here, but we're not gonna go for it because it's weird. But we're gonna see a lot of tie rows, so when you get a roll through a tire on a specific spot, you actually gain speed. So that's what we did for the first half. Now we're just gonna take things easier, not slower, because we want to try to go fast.
Going fast in a speed run.
Could you imagine?
Can just imagine going fast in a speed run.
Okay.
That's one thing. Oh yeah, do you want to explain stuff?
No. I was just gonna say finish the level.
Oh, okay. I guess one thing, one like essential movement tech we didn't mention is that rolling is the fastest movement option in the DKC games, so that's why you're gonna see like Kalarse cartwheeling a bunch.
Yeah. Okay, so goodbye Nali. And fun fact that if you see, well, I don't have my splits open anywhere, but I love this game because there are some enemies that are just palette swap. So my splits are, all the bosses are the same except two. Well, actually three, but... So, okay, we get the super jump here, we kill Donkey, and we did not. So what I was trying to get there is actually a combination of two tricks. One, we already seen it, is the super jump, but there was found that years ago that if you press Y on the same frame you're supposed to land on an enemy, you get a state called this jump row. So basically you row infinitely until you get hit by a wall or the bees. And I was not supposed to do that. But if you combine both a super jump and a jump row, you get a state that you just like go insanely fast. Now I just need to take care here because Donkey hitbox is too big for the stink cans, and I just did it again. So I'm just gonna take this really carefully.
Yeah, those super jump rolls, they're really tough. It's hard to get them consistently.
Okay, so this we're gonna take. Okay.
I think Void, like a top runner of the game, showed it off once at a marathon. Like all the times he's done it, at like GDQs and whatnot, so...
Okay, so hardest stage of the game, and I failed it!
Oh. Oh my god. Happens, man.
I jumped I either rolled either too late or too early, and I jumped too early, too late. Hilarious. It happened to me with Didi, but since you're not supposed to do this stage with Donkey, it just like never happens. So another marathon first, guys. Well, at least for me. Actually, the first in general.
Always gotta be at a marathon, right?
Yeah. So that row I did over the tin can is actually pretty tight. You don't have a lot of space to do it. And if you fail, you get through a glitch state that if there is a rope nearby, you grab the rope, but in some glitchy way you just fall down. It's weird. That's why we try to avoid rows near ropes, because the ropes are glitchy. So there I did a camera manip to spawn the elevator faster. So, but overall this is a quite simpler stage.
I believe this is the only time we get the elevator mechanics going on in this game.
Probably. So... Okay, who donated for Donkey on the board? It's not faster, but since we need Donkey on the front regardless for setting up this next stage glitch, so I figured we can have Donkey on front.
Can we get a hashtag Donkey in front?
No, Donkey on and guard. Okay, I just lost the fish. We got the fish.
Oh.
Don't worry, we got the fish.
There we go. Yay!
Because actually we need this fish, because this stage without the fish, not only is long as hell, it's hard.
Yeah, these tires can make this level just super long, like super long and hard.
Ah, I wanted to skip. I wanted to skip the mincer. I tried. Okay, and there you got the secret here. And okay, this is not that much of time loss. Now we're just gonna grab the ceiling and we're gonna not take damage.
But no G for Gooby though.
Sorry. We are gonna get some G's on the other game, I think.
Hey.
So, we're gonna run into the minecart, get damage, get glitch state, and now let's see if we get the jump roll.
Nice.
Nope!
Oh. Oh.
Somehow I messed up my movement. Okay, we're fine. It's not that bad.
For whatever reason, this trick just lets him roll through the air when he's not supposed to, so that's what's happening there.
The logic explanation is that since you run through the minecart, the game thinks you are on the ground, so when you take damage, as jump rope, 4 seconds saved. So the game so the game thinks when you take damage, you see that Donkey went through his running animation. So the game thinks that you're on the ground. So you can roll infinitely. And this is the jump roll I was mentioning about. I pressed Y on the same frame I landed when I jumped over an enemy. But I'm invincible to everything except the bees. So screw the bees.
Hashtag screw the bees.
Not like bees. So now we're just gonna chill out on the minecart a little bit. And go to our friend Bob, Blackout Basement, if we don't die.
Yeah, that super jump roll glitch is pretty tough. Hard to get consistently.
Yeah, and
it's cool to show it.
And imagine trying to chain one trick that's absolutely free with another one that's frame perfect, because pressing Y there is frame perfect. And on that stage, if you don't, you just get sent into oblivion. And I pressed B! And apparently they did not register that I pressed B.
Oof. Just ate the roll or something.
No, I jumped. I tried to jump and
Weird. Or ate the jump, rather.
yeah. And again, oops, it did it again.
Spin to win. There you go. There you go, bait 1288.
Okay, I'm gonna take this safely because I don't want to die like 3 times on the same level. There we go. Okay, taking this a bit safety. And that should have made a gap. Weird. Okay, not gonna risk it again.
Yeah, these levels are tough, so... Having backups and whatnot is always needed. Always helpful to have.
And more on this stage that the lights come up and out, on and off. You need to basically stick to a script. Otherwise, you'd be like, this is really muscle memory. There's not much I can say. And I shouldn't have taken damage there. Okay, so I'm gonna take slowly because there's a claptrap here. That claptrap brings me bad memories when I used to super jump on this level. There was one day I super jumped straight to his face. I fall on his face. So I had to redo the stage all over again.
Feels bad.
Yeah. So here, this dumb drum thing is gonna throw us enemies. He's gonna kill himself, unfortunately. He should call the Suicide Foundation to get help. But the best way to finish him off is just jump on the enemies as soon as possible. And usually you want Donkey on the back, on the front, on the last 2 phases because those enemies are the only ones you can kill with Donkey. So nice. We're still underestimated.
That's good.
So now, welcome to World 6, known on the community as the lottery, because, well, here in all but one stage there is a frame you can hit. If I recall correctly, one of those 4 frames are actually does not save that much, but still saves. So there are some runners that are going for it, but no. Those are too mimicky to go for it. And actually this stage, you have 2 ways to hit the frame. One is here, but it's arguably the hardest, though it's the one that saves the most, so we're not trying it. And here's the second one. So I roll, I jump, manipulate the vulture, and I got it!
Nice!
So, okay. On this one, here what we need to do now, because as I told you, we take damage on the bees. So here we just avoid that bee, and here we need to manipulate these 2 beavers to fall down, and we need them to be off screen, because when you're on the jump roll state, you actually lose height over time. Some pixels, I don't remember the amount of exactly pixels, but if you don't do that wiggle, this last section you can actually not clear because, well, you take damage by the bees.
Hashtag screw the bees.
Exactly. So here is going to be another super jump I'm gonna go. It loses over 4 to 10 seconds over the optimal strats, that is getting Rambi. So, but with Rambi gets, you have an added input lag, and also you need to do some shenanigans on the end. So, and now I will remember where to release B, because the last time I did this on a marathon, I forgot where to release B. So it's like, I guess I'm gonna stay in the air forever.
Look at this level you could be playing.
Yeah, look at this. All the enemies that you need to go against. We don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And we did it sacrificeless, that you can actually do super jump without sacrificing monkey, is because for this stage only. So let's see if we get it. So row, super jump state, bait the enemy, take damage. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna try the last frame though. I never got it, so but still worth a try. So there you can actually get a super jump row. But unfortunately we didn't, and now I'm gonna grab donkey for just for safety.
Good idea.
Though there is a DK barrel really close, but better safe than sorry.
Getting those super jump rolls is super hard, and it's not always very consistent. So getting a few is really cool, though.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really fun to show it.
I mean, they are a frame perfect trick, so, and that's why.
A lot of times you. Oh yeah, you go on.
No, that's why this word is called a lottery.
Yeah. Because it pretty much feels like if you get all of them, you're pretty much winning the lottery.
It's still a fun stage. I like this stage, not gonna lie.
Good stage.
Okay, so this is Loopy Lights. We're not gonna see the lights, but this claptrap is the only one you can roll through him. All the rest, you need to jump over. If you roll, you're gonna die or take damage. So, not sure what's were on the heads of the developers. Or maybe they were trying to troll us.
Thinking emoji.
Okay. There you can on that Kremlin that was jumping, you can set up another super jump row, but
nah. Void nah.
Void thinking. And here you can have another tire rolls thing, but like you're barely able to see the tire, so nah as well.
Shoutouts to G.
And we clear Loopy. Okay, so we are going to go to platform barrels, the last stage. We're gonna attempt a jump roll, don't worry. We probably would not get it, because the only time I got that jump roll, and we're not even gonna be able to go for it because we took damage.
Oh, dang.
Dang it. But I was gonna say, the only time I got that jump roll was actually using the game saver and having to slow the gameplay. So, shoutouts to frame perfect tricks. Okay, got midpoint. Swap to Diddy because it will make some things easier, like this, like this. Because with Diddy you can clear these gaps. Okay, it happens. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, happens, man.
No, what happened is that I just wanted to stay on the left of the moving platform. But the problem is that I was not confident, so I moved a little bit more to the left. And guess what? The hitbox did not register I should be on the platform.
Yeah, in this game you have to be really confident in what you go for.
Yes.
If you're hesitating a little bit, then the game can just screw you over like that.
And the reason I was trying to go for that is because you can do a cool extendo through those beavers, but no, unfortunately we're not able to do that. And unfortunately did not get the golden barrel. That is a glitchy barrel that there are so many objects on screen that basically the game confuses itself and says, okay, I don't have a color palette for this. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's like glitches to make the barrels gold in this game, and then you can see too there's like a glitch to make one of the seals gold and yellow. It's weird. I don't know what it is about like the color gold in these glitches, but it's just the way it is.
Guess what? I got a gold on this split.
Oh yeah, speaking of the color gold.
It's funny because my previous gold actually had a super jump row, so I guess I just die a bunch on other levels.
So this boss is famous for debating people, because there are two forms. There will be a fake credits, so don't stop the credits. Don't stop the timer when you see the first credits.
Yeah.
So do not do it.
I should have prepared beforehand the timekeeper. And actually this, you have a sweet spot where you can stand with Diddy and not take damage. But too risky, and the reward is that you can stay on the same spot forever. The risk is that you need to finish the fight with one Kong only. So...
Chat says spoilers, like an angry emote, and then Piner says I'm going to do it just to spite you.
I agree with the chat. Ah! I rolled too early.
Happens.
Okay. At least we get Donkey on the end, because Donkey's way better to mimic Captain K. Rool's movement. So, look all these people that work. A Claptrap that does not have hand work on the coding, Crusha did the characters, Critter the coloring, concept of the game was by a clump, and King K. Rool was the commander. Nice team. 5-6 people team made an awesome game. That's why it's so glitchy.
I've heard stories of kids beating this game and then they'll like, or they'll beat this form of K. Rool and they'll be like, yay, I did it. They'll go do whatever and then they'll realize, wait a minute, I haven't actually beaten the game. I gotta fight more K. Rool. He did it for a second and missed him the time, but it's me.
And time will be when Banana touched the ground, so time.
GG, man.
GG. Yay, I won 5 minutes overestimate. So, my timer was 40-42, I'm assuming it's pretty much close.
It happens. These are really hard speedruns, and it's hard to be consistent at them.
So yeah, it was fun. I'm not sure how are we with time, because we could actually watch some part of the credits, because Cranky's hitting Donkey. But what I will do is quickly go to the break, drink a sip of water, roll the credits a little bit, and then I can just switch games immediately, if that's fine with everyone.
Just head as soon as possible into the next run.
Okay, so let me just do a quick toilet break and BRB.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Alright, well, while we are waiting for Donkey Kong Country 2 to start, once again, all the money we are raising this weekend is going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You can find out more about that organization at afsp.org. They have a chapter in all 50 states, and you can find your local chapter, the office that is closest to you, at the website as well. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States, and for every one of the 50,000 people who commit suicide in this country each year, 25 more people will attempt suicide. The AFSP has a lot of different support options, support programs available, including a lot of work that they do on college campuses to help students deal with the stress of college life and exam schedules, all the things that come with being a college student. They have a lot of programs as far as research into the causes of suicide as well. They can teach you how to identify red flags and maybe save the life of a friend or a loved one. They also have many programs to support victims of suicide loss, to help families through the grieving process, find others who have gone through the same profound loss they're going through, and just support them in any way that they can. So they help out on many different fronts. It's a fantastic organization to support, and all the money that we're raising this weekend is going to them. Again, their website is afsp.org.
Okay, I'm back. So I guess
I am too.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna make sure I get my own thing set up here. And we're gonna switch to arguably a better game.
Oof. Is that a DKC one shot?
Yeah, it's just general consensus.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the most popular